This is the western shipping lane, right? I got that
they're
right?
the Farallones.
And
right
these
here.
are the Farallones. So
and this
as
is a
we
hot
head
spot
out,
all along here.
we're going to be citizen scientists potentially for about a half an hour on the way out. We will drive the boat for just 10 knots at a reasonably slow speed, and with your help, whoever wants to help, will be posted on the front starboard and port sides of the boat as lookouts, looking in 90-degree swaths back and forth steadily for a half an hour with your eyes trained on the water, because we're looking for whales. But if you're a whale, it's all about sound. It's an acoustic environment, it's darkened, and virtually everything that they do in life to survive and to thrive, from foraging successfully and finding food sources to navigating and finding their ways across thousands of miles of oceans, and to successfully locating mates, especially when their populations have been driven down by commercial whaling in the mid-20th century, as the endangered blue whale was. It's all about that ability to send and receive sounds. We're in the Gulf of the Farallones National Marine Sanctuary, and we're out here today to look for whales, and if we get lucky, we're going to listen to whales too, and find out a little bit more about the acoustic environment that whales live in. Hydrophone is an underwater microphone, so we drop it under the water and it sends up a sound, and then we can listen to it up on board and hear the vocalizations of the whales, and if we end up in the presence of a ship, we may hear a ship sound as well. You can hear their sounds. They're obviously very powerful right now.
Can you hear that?
Yes.
Everybody, we can hear big calls. Listen to that.
Yes. Wow. Humpback.
The same frequency that is used by baleen whales, like the ones that we've seen out here today, the humpbacks, the blue whales, the gray whales, the fin whales. That's the same low frequency range that they use to communicate with each other and to send and receive sounds. The noise that we are hearing in the ocean is primarily coming from what's called cavitation. It's the turning of the propeller that creates millions of little tiny bubbles, creating and bursting constantly, that is the primary source of that. And on any given year, an average of somewhere in the neighborhood of 4,000 ships is going to be coming and going through these waters. And one of those ways that we've been looking at with a lot of different folks is asking ships to slow down, because most of the noise comes from the turning of the propeller and also the way the boat moves through the water and how fast it moves. When they go slower, they're naturally quieter, and they also tend to be cleaner. They're more fuel efficient, so it's actually cheaper. In this downturn of the economy, many of the large shipping companies have been voluntarily slowing down to save money. They call it slow steaming or super slow steaming. So we're starting to ask those shipping companies, Pacific Environment is right now, to consider going slow when they're in the sanctuaries and when they're in the presence of the animals that we're really wanting to make sure are safer and more protected.